Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, January 22nd, 2018. What's going on? How are you? How are you? How's it going? All right. Let's just get right down to it. The New England Patriots are going to the Super Bowl again. Super Bowl. Unfucking believable. How many times can they win games like that? It's incredible. I thought the officiating was great. Well, everything was great. Fantastic. I liked how it all washed out. I really enjoyed that referee laughing his ass off after we scored a touchdown. That was tremendous. I love everybody who saw that ref cracking up laughing, which you are not supposed to do, by the way, as a referee. And that guy will definitely get disciplined, because what happens is every mouth breathing moron goes, look, the game's fixed. He's laughing because they just, which I understand. That is the knee-jerk reaction. But think about what you're saying. All right? Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that referee was on the take. All right? Which, God knows, I always said that about the NBA, and then they caught that fucking guy. And everybody said I was nuts. All right? Put yourself in that guy's position. All right? Judging by his age, I'm going to assume he had a wife and kids. He's got a mortgage. He's got a house. And he's risking all of that and his freedom to fix an NFL game. Put yourself in that position. Are you going to be laughing when the team scores, or are you going to be fucking stone-faced? Are you really going to be sitting there going, yeah, guys, just like we fucking said, So I'm hoping the NFL films will come out just to hear whatever Patriots said that made him laugh, because he's going to get in trouble for that, because that opened this floodgate. Everybody was just saying, look at all the penalties on this side. I still don't like the ticky-tack pass interference stuff. However, having said all of that, I think the Jaguars defense was a little overrated. Everybody kept talking about how fucking great their defense was, and completely ignored that the week before they gave up 42 fucking points to the Steelers in the playoffs when it counted. Everyone just kept talking about how great their fucking defense. Their defense is that. The only reason why nobody really fucking brought that up was because their offense scored 45 points. So, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to tell you about that great Jaguar defense. They also played in a weak division. They beat the Colts twice. That's why I don't. This is my deal. Okay, I'm not saying they don't have a. They actually do have a great defense, but they're young, and they do dumb things like take stupid penalties right before the half, when the home team, who's favored, has only scored 3 points. That fucking helmet to helmet hit, by the way. Stupid fucking penalty, big chunk of yards, and then you take a fucking bonehead pass interference call on the next play. And you basically give the Patriots a touchdown, you give them fucking hope, and then also your great defense gives up 2 touchdowns in the final fucking 6 minutes. So I don't know what to tell you. There was a brutal hold call on the final important offensive play of the game. I will give you that. But, okay, let's say they call holding there. We're going to run it the next play. You guys are going to burn your last time out. We're going to kick the ball. You're going to be down on the 10 fucking yard line. And you're telling me with the minute and change, Blake Bortles is going to run the length of the fuck. I mean, it could happen. It could fucking happen, but I don't know. But anyways, that's why I don't give a shit about, regular season stats. I mean, okay, here's the thing, pumping up the fucking Jaguars defense. Regular season, they beat the Colts without Andrew Luck 27-0. They beat the Browns and only gave up 7 fucking points. They beat the Colts again 30-10. They beat the Texans 45-7. These are all fucking teams that you're not going to see in January. All right? But if you go through their fucking season, they played the Titans twice, a playoff team. They lost to them both times. Let up 37 fucking points and had a close game at the end of the year. They played the Rams that were a playoff team. They lost to them. The only playoff team that I'm looking here real quick that they beat was the Pittsburgh Steelers. Beat them 30-9. And then they met them in the playoffs, and they let up 42 fucking points. So, I don't know. I mean, how much more advantage could that defense have? I mean, Edelman wasn't in the game, our number one receiver. Our next number one option was Rob Gronkowski, and you knocked him out, on a helmet-to-helmet hit that if a Patriot did it would have been viewed as like you killed Christ or something. But whatever. It was a great game. Jaguars should have won the game. I just thought they were too young and didn't know how to win the game. Didn't know how to put the Patriots away. And I don't know. And Tom Brady's Tom Brady. Not to mention, Tom Brady also had I don't know what the fuck happened. Guy cut his fucking hand. We have an almost 41-year-old quarterback with the fucking stitches in his throwing hand. Edelman is out, and you knock out Gronkowski. And I don't want to hear, well, Gronkowski wasn't doing shit. Gronkowski does something on every play. He draws double coverage, and you didn't have to fucking deal with that anymore. So I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I do feel bad for Jaguar fans because, that's a fucking football city that nobody seems to give a shit about. You know what I mean? I like the Jags. You know what? I've actually come around in those helmets, too. So it was a great fucking game. The Patriots are limping into the Super Bowl and should be underdogs but won't be because every mouth-breathing moron who doesn't know shit about football will put money on the Patriots for somehow we will be the Eagles just look like fucking world beaters. They have an amazing defense. They have two fucking beasts. They have Proles and fucking Malcolm Blunt. I don't know why the fuck we ever got rid of him. I'm sure there was a reason for it. But, the Eagles should be favorites. But they won't be just historically because they've never fucking won it. And we've won a lot. So then if we lose, it's going to be like an unbelievable upset. What does it say about Brady's legacy? We shall see. We shall see. And I feel bad for New England fans that are going to go to that game with the behavior of Eagles fans and all of that shit. And, I saw some of the footage. Some of the shit was funny, but I don't know. Philly fans, you know what they act like? Do you remember when you didn't know how to talk to women, so you just fucking went out and did crazy shit every weekend, hoping that the women would then hear the story and be like, oh, that's the guy I want to go out with? I just don't get it, man. I just don't, fucking Vikings fans. Oh, hey, how are you? How you doing? Like the fucking nice Midwest people. You're throwing full beers at them. I don't know. But on the other side, it's just that's what you're going to get. Why the fuck would you wear your Vikings gear to the goddamn game? But that's really getting played out, showing that type of shit. And they did the classic thing, too. It's funny, with every, NFL city, they have, the story. Whenever there's a game in Boston, they have to play that stupid fucking Departed music. I'm shipping up to Boston and I lost me leg, and then they're going to show Paul Revere and all this Freedom Trail shit that nobody gives a fuck about who lives in Boston. I walk by that fucking statue a million times. I never look at it. And I don't eat clam chowder. Anytime Philly plays in a major sporting event, at some point, some fucking douche is going to try to teach you how to order a Philly cheesesteak. It's like, we got it. Give me a whiz wit. Give me one without. Don't say Philly cheesesteak. You're in Philly. You could literally walk up there to any fucking cheesesteak place in Philadelphia and be like, I would like a cheesesteak with onions and peppers and provolone cheese. And you're going to get it. Because at the end of the day, they're a fucking business and they need your money. They always do that. They show the fucking Rocky statue and then they bring up the fact that they threw fucking batteries at Santa Claus. As if that is the only fucking thing that has ever happened in Philadelphia. Why don't they ever reenact Ben Franklin flying that fucking Stupid kite with the key on it, right? Why don't they bring up the 83 Philadelphia 76ers, the most underrated fucking championship team of all time, who I've said forever that I would put up against the 96 Bulls. Okay? I would take Dr. J and fucking Andrew Toney to fucking knock down a lot of what Jordan and fucking, what's his face are going to do. Scottie Pippen. And then underneath, you got fucking Moses Malone one-on-one against Luke Longley. I'm not saying they would have won. I'm saying, be a hell of a fucking series. Anyways, congratulations to the fucking Eagles. What a game. Good Lord. They gave the Vikings the old right there, Fred. I bet there was a lot of Vikings fans wishing that they just fucking lost to the Saints after that beatdown. They took them right across their fucking lap, spanked their fanny. Is it weird that, as much as I love the Vikings, I kind of was rooting for the Eagles just because, I don't know. Case Keenum. I just can't get past that name. Case Keenum. It just makes me feel so fucking old. Somebody named a kid Case. Couldn't just name him Robert. Sorry, I'm being a cunt. So anyways, if you are a Patriots fan, just know that, it's going to be a terrible fan experience because nobody does anything about that level of fucking ridiculous behavior. And I think at this point, they get so much fucking hype out of how bad they behave. They're like trying to outdo one another. Like, you remember a few years ago, there was like some off-duty cop went to like a Phillies game and this guy was swearing and shit behind him. And he goes, "Hey, take it easy. I got my kid here." And the guy put his fingers down his throat and threw up on the guy's kid. At that point, it's just like, you're just doing that just to do it, right? I don't know. So anyway, so now we're going to have to sit through fucking 2 goddamn weeks of them talking about fucking throwing batteries at Santa Claus and showing the fucking Paul Revere statue, and I'm shipping up to Boston and I lost me leg. I don't know. I think the Eagles are an overwhelming favorite. If people knew how to gamble on football, I would think. But that's not how it works. But I think it's the Eagles' game to fucking lose. I might be crazy, but that's definitely what I think. But all right, so there you go. There's my football talk. Condolences to the fucking Jaguars and Vikings fans. Hey, you know what I'm actually excited to watch is that thing where they have it's on Thursday on CBS about the NFL players, like who's like basically whatever your hobby is. They got guys in the NFL playing drums, guitar, cooking and shit. I actually want to watch that because I want to see how good the football player drummers are. How stupid is that, right? Oh, whatever. You got 1,000 fucking channels. You got to find something to watch, right? So once again, the New England Patriots, they're in their 10th fucking Super Bowl. They have a chance to win their 6th Super Bowl. Literally what Tom Brady, Belichick, and these guys are doing. As much as you guys fucking hate them, and every fucking time we win a game, there's some giant goddamn conspiracy because nobody will give it up that they're a fucking great team. What they've done at this point has transcended the game of football. All right, you got to put them up there with like the fucking, I would say the Yankees from DiMaggio to Mickey Mantle. That run there with the amount of World Series that they went to, the amount that they won. The Canadians back in the day, the Celtics in the 60s. I mean, that's literally what you're watching. And for them to be doing it now, you know, the reason why that never happens anymore is because now there's like 30 fucking teams in basically every sport. It's just too difficult to do, and somehow they are doing it. So as much as you hate them, can you at least give it up on that? Or are you just going to, I don't know, we're going to start weighing footballs again and fucking, I don't know. You know, And I'm telling you, regular season stats, just go back to somebody's schedule and look at what they did against playoff teams. And even then, I think in football it gives you a little bit more of a gauge. But like in basketball, baseball, and hockey, I don't think it means shit because on any given night, they play so many games, any team can beat another team. But winning in the playoffs and winning 4 out of 7 it's a whole different ball game. So I just wish more announcers would do that shit. You know what I mean? Look at the division. Look at the Patriots. For how many years we've gotten all these double-digit wins? The fucking AFC East has been so goddamn weak so many years. So many years like the Jets, who, by the way, beat the Jaguars in the regular season. The Jets fucking suck. The Dolphins have sucked and the Bills have sucked. So many of those years gives them, or at least mediocre. And that has given us 5 to 6 wins every fucking year. Anyway, all right, I'm done. I'm done with the goddamn sports.